Here.
I don't care.
You don't care about what?
I don't care about it.
I'm down here.
I
You're gonna be down here with me.
Hold on. I didn't get the room hiss, but I don't care.
You know what? That's fine. We're gonna have some bunk ass audio.
We're gonna have some bunk ass audio on this bunk ass podcast because we're freaking tired right now.
Alright, so you gotta show me all the Mario characters.
Oh. Well, I don't know. We just had a cool. Hey, welcome to the podcast. Had a cool, interesting idea, and so we were like, why not? Whatever.
Fuck it.
This shit is easy, and these chimps will watch anything.
It's me. I'm the chimp. I watch it when I'm eating. I'm like, when did we have that conversation? It makes me smile.
There's either a podcast coming up or one that's past that I think has one of the most brilliant moments ever in it. It's when we argue about whether or not demons have genitalia, and you set yourself up for failure there, not knowing you did.
Leave me alone. I'm just a girl.
Yeah, well, you're not a good thinker, so maybe step that up, represent your species a little better. When you were a kid, did you not understand that like women were in a different species? I thought boys were a different species because I didn't know what a species was.
I didn't. I was just like, that's a child. I'm a child.
You know what? This is boring. So I'm gonna instead I'm gonna say, hey buddy.
What's up?
What is the story of Mario 1?
Mario 1?
Yeah.
Okay. Mario?
Yeah.
There's only one. So it's just him. And he goes across the Mushroom Kingdom. And he goes to the castle and Toad's like, hey! And Mario's like, oh.
Very casual greeting on this journey.
Yeah, but they pause that long.
It's a very low stakes adventure.
He goes, oh, where is it, the princess? And Toad goes, go away! And then like that happens like 10 more times.
Okay, what's the frickin' story of Mario 1?
The story is Bowser kidnaps Princess Peach.
Okay.
And sends Birdo and...
Burdette? No, Birdo wasn't in Mario 1. You don't know the story.
Oh.
How do you not know the story of the proto video game?
I don't know. His girlfriend got kidnapped and he went chasing her.
They never married. Although they're totally a thing. I refuse to believe anything otherwise.
So what's the real story?
The real story is Bowser shows up. He's not Bowser. He's King Koopa, and he's a frickin' ox.
Okay.
And he turns a bunch of toads into bricks with magic.
What are you doing?
Keep dropping Gortheon. He turns a bunch of toads into bricks with magic, and then Mario goes to save the princess, and she lifts the curse.
Well, that's nice of her.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess she was a magic princess back then. Bowser was also magical.
Okay, well, Mario 2, that's when Luigi shows up, right?
No, Luigi was in Mario 1. Your second player played as Luigi.
That's more than one Mario.
Yeah, because the game was called Super Mario Brothers.
Oh.
Yeah.
You said Mario 1.
Yeah, that's Mario 1, shithead.
Yeah, no, that's different. See, you're cheating.
There was no game called Mario.
You're cheating.
Unless you count the game that's called Mario. Well, Mario sees a dead woman in a castle.
And she spells the word.
No. No, instead, that freaking story is way more interesting than it has any right to be. Until like you realize like they had absolutely nothing beyond it. Because so the ROM hack is called Mario. And then you just play through the levels and stuff, and it's like victim number 1, the eyes were removed and put in the shoes. They were both found at the scene. And it's like this really dark shit, and it sounds really interesting. It sounds like it's going somewhere, and then by the time you beat the game, you get this really freaking creep-ass freaking picture. Turns out it's just some Asian lady with big hair, but it's a really creepy picture if you don't know where it came from, and it freaked me out when I saw it. But it ends up just being there's no story. It kind of just was exactly what it was and went nowhere. Which I would prefer over any other freaking video game creepypasta, except for Ben Drowned, maybe.
What was Ben Drowned even? I forgot. Like, I remember hearing about it, but right now I can't recall.
Well, the reason that it's cool is because the dude made a ROM hack of, like, everything that he described.
Oh, yeah, and then he
some.
Put it in a video, right?
Yeah, and he made videos of it. He didn't release the ROM hack until after the story was over.
Yeah.
But it was like you could just watch this creepy shit happening in this copy of Majora's Mask. And then it ended up being this whole story, like, taking the plot of Majora and kind of like translating it into real life in some ways. It's slightly less interesting, but I respect the effort, and I think it's interesting that he was able to tell that whole ass story over all those years.
It took years?
Yeah.
It's fucking sick. I didn't realize.
Because I guess he was like, okay, well, I don't know, people are still interested, and why is this kid's spirit haunting a video game? Let's do that. Let's look into that. It's not like the frickin' Godzilla NES creepypasta. That one's always touted as like the best creepypasta, and it's like, I mean, it's alright, it hits all the notes, but like then there's like sequel stories where he finds his dead girlfriend in the game and she ends up
Godzilla finds his dead girlfriend?
No, the guy who's playing the Godzilla game.
Oh.
He finds his dead girlfriend in the video game, and then she like frees Godzilla or something with her spirit.
Oh, that's even better.
She's an angel.
It's like Silent Hill, but it happens to be Godzilla.
Well, I mean, the thing that's dumb about it is that none of it is subtle and it's not interesting. It's like,
oh my god,
why is all this personal shit in there? It's like that one other. You remember the freaking? There's this other internet horror series where this guy was like tracking a serial killer. I think I talked about this before, but then he sets up this like meeting with the serial killer, and it's this freaking hipster with a man bun, and he just like sits down across from him at a cafe while he's recording this killer's face. Mm-hmm. He doesn't call the cops and freaking bust this dude's freaking mouth with a wrench. He's just like,
where's my girlfriend? Where do you have my girlfriend?
And then the killer just keeps smirking and like, he's like, you have no idea what you're dealing with.
Where's my girlfriend?
You have no idea. And it's just stupid. It's awful.
This sounds like fucking the plot to like My Hero.
Oh boy. Wait, My Hero?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like My Hero is a little more...
one of the subplots to My Hero, alright?
You know, I think it's funny that there are Endeavor protectors out there. Endeavor was a good guy. Mm-hmm. No. Maybe he redeemed himself. Mm-hmm. But no.
Mm-hmm. No. He beat the shit out of his kids, bro. He was a fucking dick.
Well, he did a little more than that.
Well, I know, alright? I know!
But I guess
like, we could start there.
Yeah, okay. I think it's really funny because it's like...
I don't know, what did he do?
Oh, what's his name again? Ichiban? No, that's from Like a Dragon.
Bakugo?
No, the other one. The one that all...
Todoroki?
I actually don't know names. The one that all the freaking grown women were simping over, and it was weird, and it really put into perspective how creepy it is that anybody could have a crush on the show.
What did it look like?
He had a stupid double hair.
Oh, yeah, that's his son.
What's his name?
Tadashi?
I don't give a shit. Anyway,
no, that's the feet one.
He did bad things to his mom, and that's why he exists.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I just
he did.
Okay. When I say I know,
is that not a crime for you?
No. Listen. When I said I know, I meant I remember now.
Oh, okay. Okay, I like that sentence better.
Yes.
And
he's a piece of shit.
I mean, he's dead now.
Yeah, good.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's just what I say whenever we don't like somebody.
Oh, is he?
I don't know. I didn't watch that shit.
You know about the...
I just know the discussions that happen. I've absorbed most of that story through osmosis.
Yeah, you know how I absorbed that story? By crocheting a bunch of shit and not looking at the screen.
More or less the way I did. Just hearing folks talk about it in the wild and just being like, this show sure is popular. I guess I get it.
Well, I was like vibing because it was like good background noise, and then like they would have like a beach day, and I was like, this is funny. This is whatever. I like Froppy. I like the stupid... I know you do. I like the stupid gumball motherfucker, the little pervert. I'm like, all right, get the fuck out of here.
You like him?
He grew on me.
The shit out of
he
him.
grew on me. I'm like, you little sniveling little fuck. Because they always fucking beat the shit out of him.
I mean, when it comes... I don't know, that trope is just not funny to me. It's like, I might want to molest this chick. Just give me your underwear. I mean, when it comes down to it, he's actually really, like, reliable. And he's actually, like, a good friend and stuff. And it's just like, okay, why is he a pervert, then? Like, he could still be kind of just, like sneaking glances and just kind of, like, not be able to control himself. But when he's actively, like, creeping on these girls, it's freaking obnoxious.
I like...
I'm not on a crusade. I want to make it clear, I'm not on a crusade or anything. It's just, I'm just freaking, like... If you get punched in the freaking head for saying something, you shouldn't say shit like that anymore. It stops being endearing. Like, now, whenever he creeps, all I could think is, like, that really pissed that chick off. That's really freaking weird. It's weird that she's not freaking presently, like, removing his teeth with pliers.
I don't like the lady with the cutout in her chest. I don't like the big lady with her ass out.
I hate
yeah.
those two characters.
They're annoying as fuck. I like the invisible chick.
She doesn't bother me as much, but whenever, like, I the one thing that I remember about her, she always wore gloves, right?
I think so.
Like, when they did the thing where he's like, you had to tap the buttons.
Yeah, and they put it on, like, her tits and her fucking...
Yeah, and it's just like you know what would have been really freaking funny if she was a weirdo and she put them, like, over her eyes?
Yeah. It's like, how can you see?
I don't.
You can't see me.
But you know
That's not what I'm asking. Yes.
I'm invisible.
Like, you can never get her to fucking answer you correctly? I would have liked that. She's just fucking weird.
She's like, they're all in one place and I'm totally invisible. I'm gonna make it work.
She should have put 2 and then 1 more. And then that one sticks out more.
Maybe 1 over her brain to signify that she's a woman that can think.
Or that.
1 over her heart to signify that she's a woman that can feel. And then 1 over her vagina to signify that she's a woman that has a vagina.
I got bored with that shit though.
Yeah, I know.
Because it was like 2 fun filler episodes and then like...
A plot that nobody asked for.
Yeah! The dude with the hand. I was like, man.
I got so sick of... I hate seeing Mania in anime. It's so obnoxious.
Dude, it was funny because like the whole time I was watching, everyone was like, oh, I like it. It's great. I was like, alright, whatever. Like, it was just in the background. I got like caught up to like almost like 1 season behind and then I gave up, right? So then it got like 2 more seasons and my brother was like, no, but that last season's actually really good. I was like, shut the fuck up.
Maybe it is. I don't give a shit. I hear Hunter x Hunter's really good right at the end, but I'm not gonna watch it.
There's only so much time in my day, man.
Hunter?
Fucking... I don't know.
The guy who made I think it's Hunter x Hunter, also made Yu Yu Hakusho, which I really like. And he's married to the lady who did Sailor Moon, which I think is epic.
Yeah, that's epic. That's the shit. I love that shit. I love that woman. Sailor Moon.
I'll say if anything, those dudes work really freaking hard.
Mangakas?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why they die from fucking strokes at 40.
Yeah. Well, or I mean,
rest in peace.
God rest him. Kazuki Takahashi, he died from, I think he died from, like, busting a freaking blood vessel in the neck or something.
Yeah, they're just stressed.
Sucks. What happened to Toriyama? Did he drown?
I don't remember. I don't remember how it happened. I just remember the fallout.
I do too. God rest him.
And then Oda?
Oda's still alive.
Who's the other one that I can't think of?
I don't know.
Well, rest in peace.
I just know that if Oda does die, he has the rest of the story already written out, so anybody, like, he could just be like, take from me.
Yeah, most people are coming up with, like, contingency plans for their fucking stories.
Just in case I freaking die.
Yeah.
You know who doesn't have that? George R.R. Martin?
Fuck him. He's a fucking piece of shit. Dude, it's been so fucking long.
Do you even care anymore?
I don't. He's gonna release the book and I'm gonna fucking set him on fire. Like, I don't care. He's such a shithead.
Penis and balls.
We all know he wrote himself into too many corners and he won't fucking admit it.
I don't know.
He doesn't have the fucking balls.
Just
the drive.
kill the characters, I guess. It's just like,
That's the problem. He killed too many. He was fucking doing it willy-nilly.
why does the world have to take the world in an interesting direction then?
He's an idiot. I need to, like, honestly, I want to go back through them and see, like, where shit doesn't make sense. Like, okay, that's where that story
Were they
ends.
ever good?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Like, okay, this is the last time I heard this person's name or whatever. It was like, okay, well, maybe, you know, I see him in a different chapter or whatever. Like, it's kind of cross-reference. I don't know, I just go on the wiki. But fuck, dude, like...
Go on a wiki. You know what? Find a freaking YouTube essay.
It wasn't the most amazing fucking story in the world, but I liked the political, like... I loved Tyrion. I wanted to know about the dragons. And nobody wanted to commit to the magic. And then when they did commit to the magic, it made no fucking sense because they didn't know how to do it. All I was sold is that there was dragons in it, and I said, give me that shit. Adult fantasy? Okay. I was like, well, this is a lot going on.
I feel like that's why that shit got so popular. I mean, it was like, I don't know, quality. I didn't freaking read it.
Well,
But, like, it being fantasy but gritty.
Season 1,
Season 1.
aside from the complaints I already told you about, is a very tasty, like, watch. Like, you can tell everyone's pretty excited, but they don't think it's gonna be the biggest deal. And then season 2 hits and they're kind of like, oh shit.
Just maximum ADD. I'm really sorry, but do you want to go through the woke games list?
Yes, please tell me what a woke game is.
Well, I mean, you know what it means to be woke, right?
Yep, go on.
Well,
What's on this list?
Well, give me a game.
A woke game.
No, just give me a game.
Oh,
We'll see if it's on the list.
fucking Last of Us 2. But that's like unironic. Like I'm just like I have a fucking vendetta.
Okay, how about Last of Us Part 1, which doesn't exist because the game is called Last of Us. Us. Okay, I guess I had to do that. Okay, what? Okay, so I have Last of Us typed in. It's got Last of Us Part 1, Class of 09, Ghost of Tsushima. And it's like, what about... I guess they didn't put Last of Us 2 here.
Okay.
Okay, so Last of Us 2 doesn't exist.
Okay.
What's another one?
Spyro. Is Spyro woke?
Spyro. Reignited Trilogy. Let's see. It is woke.
Ew, why?
Well, it contains subtly pro-DEI and overtly anti-gun messaging. Bombo was renamed to Bob. Moneybag's dialogue regarding spending money on flirtatious fawns was changed. Guns and bullets have been replaced.
Woke little fucks. Alright.
Okay, hold on real quick. The guns and bullets being replaced, and I guess that's the overt anti-gun messaging. So there's this level in Spyro 1 where these dudes have just straight up machine guns, just like machine guns, right? And when I was playing, because I never got to that point of the game in the original, but
I thought you 100%ed it.
no, I did it on the Reignited Trilogy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So when I played that game, I was like, wait a minute. Like, my brain activated, I went back in time, and I heard somebody talk about, they changed the guns, and I was just like, yeah, this makes a little bit more sense, though. Because the guns that they're shooting now function, like, mechanically the same, but they're shooting the purple goo that surrounds the level. So this is the purple goo factory. Why did they have guns in the first game? They should have shot the purple goo. So it makes more sense. If anything, I don't think they changed that because, like, I think it would have just been dissonant with the art style to not have them shoot the purple goo.
I like purple goo. I like in-universe, like, ammo.
It's not really that big of a deal. I didn't think it was that big of a deal at all, but people kind of ran with it, like, culture wars, so I was like, that. I think you're viewing a little bit too deep into this one, buddy. Moneybag's dialogue regarding spending money on flirtatious fawns.
Hookers!
Well, I mean, yeah, that's the joke, but, like,
Why want my children to think and ask about hookers?
Well, I mean, what does that mean? Like, is a kid gonna be like, Moneybag said flirtatious fawns? Like, I don't know, that one didn't need to be changed. I don't think I'd complain about it.
I don't know, man. Kids pick up on stuff.
I don't know, go ahead, pick up on it. I don't give a shit. Do you know what flirtatious means? Great. Where the hell did you learn that word? Contains subtly pro-DEI and overtly anti-gun messaging. I don't know what pro-DEI means.
Diversity.
Well, yeah, but like, what in the context of frickin' Spyro, I did not expect this frickin' game to make it here.
Fucking kangaroos are women. How dare you?
They didn't say anything about that. Alright, give me another game.
Uncharted?
Uncharted. Let's see if that shows up. Uncharted does not show up.
Sorry, my throat hurted. Let's try Yoshi's Island.
Were you just quiet and umming and erring forever?
No, I was trying to get my throat happy.
Oh, you okay?
Yeah, my throat hurts.
Oh, why are we casting?
Because I wanted to!
Don't hurt your throat. Yoshi's Island is not here. I was really upset because I really would have wanted to see what this freaking mob's thoughts on freaking Yoshi's Island were.
Wait, put in like Mario Kart.
Let's see, let's just put in Mario. Nope.
No?
Nope.
Okay. Doesn't have a woke agenda.
This is weird. There's like games nobody gives a shit about. Like, okay. Watch this. From the top.
Yes.
Monster Hunter Wilds. Marvel Spider-Man 2. Citizen Sleeper 2. Blade Chimera. And it just keeps going like that. It's just like we're going down the relevance. And then it's like Lonely Mountains, Snow Riders. And they're like, okay,
what?
That shit. I'm not upset, but why are you... You guys are playing indie games and telling them they're woke?
No, yeah. Like, why don't you just go to the gay tab and be like, these games are
I
gay.
can't fucking believe this.
These games are so gay.
Metal Slug Tactics.
These games have nudity. They're called hentai games.
Okay. Metal Slug Attack or Reload. Any of these Metal Slug games being woke is freaking stupid. Contains overtly pro-DEI messaging. Features multiple female frontline combatants. That is why Metal Slug Tactics, Attack, and Defense are woke. Because chicks. Because of Theo and Eri.
Fuck you.
This is stupid as shit. And Metal Slug 3 is only slightly woke.
Only slightly woke?
Yeah, it contains subtly pro-DEI messaging. Female player character options.
Ugh.
Metal Slug, the first one? Not woke. Contains no woke content.
No women?
Nope.
Stupid bitches. We don't want them in there anyway. What is it?
Okay, what was that?
What was it? Why'd you cough and laugh?
The Cookie Cutter Overkill Edition. This game is the most You Go Girl game ever.
Yeah, alright.
Woke. Contains overtly pro-LGBTQ and overtly pro-DEI messaging. The player character is a female robot whose female creator is also her lover. The player character has a sentient vagina.
I want to play it on the show. Let's play it.
I think I own it. I think I got it in a bundle. That like pro Ukraine bundle or whatever.
Fuck yeah.
Dodgeball Academia's woke?
Oh no! What'd they do?
Well, apparently it contains overtly pro-LGBTQ+, subtly pro-DEI, and subtly anti-family messaging.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, this is a good one. Watch Dogs is woke. Contains overtly pro-DEI and subtle pro-immigration messaging. Features an artificially diverse cast. The hacker Bad Boy 17 is revealed to be a female Canadian immigrant. Can you believe it?
No.
Oh, man.
I could never.
Is there a Ubisoft game that isn't on this freaking list?
I was gonna say, like, Far Cry fucking...
Yeah, let's see if Far Cry shows up. I want to see what these guys thought of Far Cry. Oh, we've got 1. 4 is woke, Primal's woke, 2 is not woke, and contains no woke content.
Didn't even bother with 6?
No, 6 is woke. I didn't talk about 5, 1, 3.
Weird.
Blood Dragon.
What about GTA?
I wonder, is there a woke? There's got to be at least, because the Ballad of Gay Tony has it in the name. Complete edition, 5.
I want there to be a game on there that's just like sucking fat cocks for Satan.
Contains no woke content. It's like it's all dudes. Or no. It's Satan's dude, and you're a chick, and she's sucking. So there's no. It's not woke.
It's not woke. It's totally okay.
Contains no woke content. Grand Theft Auto 4
Okay.
is slightly woke.
For what?
Subtle pro LGBTQ messaging, multiple LGBTQ minor NPCs. The Ballad of Gay Tony DLC features a gay couple. Who could have thunk?
Not me.
The very Ballad of Gay Tony has gay in it. Were you ready for that revelation? Buddy.
You know what I feel like?
What?
Those people that they go on vacations and then they're
There's
like, wow,
too
there's so
many
many
frickin'
bugs outside.
Oh.
Oh yeah. They go to another country.
So
Why
many
does nobody
foreigners.
speak English? So many foreigners.
Oh my god.
Did you see that asshole that broke that Van Gogh chair?
Oh, yeah,
And everyone was like,
He looks
he's
stupid
American.
as shit.
And all the Americans were like, yeah.
You know, my first thought was, how freaking come there's not like a fence around it? It's because nobody's that freaking stupid there.
Yeah. I was like, what was he trying to do? He's hovering? His fat ass wasn't gonna hover?
It's like, what? Why do you see a sparkly chair and think, I'm just gonna sit in this?
pretend to sit on it.
This isn't like freaking all those freaking chairs they have out in the waiting room that don't have rhinestones and diamonds on them. I'm gonna sit in this freaking gay chair.
Did you see the way they were fucking trying to run away? I was like, oh my god.
I saw.
I wanted to fucking...
All I saw was that chick reaching her freaking hand out. And like reaching out for him, because I saw a picture. I saw him bracing himself against the freaking wall after the chair just freaking crumbled to dust underneath him. And I saw a chick
he
reaching
was
her
made
hand
of
out.
toothpicks.
And I was looking at it like, freaking, it's made of toothpicks.
The way it fell, he like knocked it over. It was like, whew. You know, when you have like a gingerbread house and it don't stay up.
No. You know, of all the things I never got to do, I never got to make a gingerbread house.
I want to do it. I want to do it.
What if we just finish it and I just freaking destroy it immediately?
We could make like tiny graham cracker houses. Well, the same thing.
You make like a freaking like to code and everything. Make interiors.
Yeah, staircases.
Are
And
you
shit.
supposed to eat them?
Yeah.
Okay, because I remember my grandmama made a freaking gingerbread house one time for us when we were freaking babies and unable to appreciate it. God bless your grandma, but I have no clue what your freaking game was there. And we stored it in the freaking crawl space.
So some people do that. Some people will do that. They'll let it dry out and they'll hold it. I want to eat that bitch.
But like I remember it was dusty and they'd pull it out like for 2 years. They freaking pulled it out. They stopped doing it because I ate it. I just swiped the dust off. I was like, I don't know. This smells like that's an M&M. I can't. Nobody's watching me right now. I don't know. We have a good beat one way or another. Gonna have me a whole thing. Take the freaking roof off of it. It's one of the most difficult things I've ever done.
It probably tasted so chewy.
It wasn't. I had to like and try and like soak it in my mouth.
Fuck. That's awesome.
I remember at a point I was like, this looks weak enough to break. And so I just rammed my freaking head into it. It didn't work.
What are you, a fucking
I used my head,
ostrich?
by the way.
I love those videos of fucking parrots just boom.
What? Headbutting their children?
No, parrots, like birds, like parakeets.
Parrots.
No. Here's your new son. Boom.
I've always wanted to do that.
You don't smack him on the butt anymore, you fucking headbutt him.
We need men in this country.
As they come out of the womb, headbutt them back in.
You know what I think is funny?
Yeah. It's like
So-
whack-a-mole, but it's just one.
Well, no, I was thinking more about Twitter. Somebody will see like a dude, I don't know, just doing anything.
I was gonna laugh really loud, but I didn't want to be annoying.
You know what? It made me laugh inside.
Get this away from my head.
Well, stop moving your head. Go weird. But like, they'll see a dude doing something and they'll get mad and they'll be like, "We used to fight wars," and it's like, no, we still do that. We still do that.
Why
but
we all
now,
gotta be stressed?
now people like Pokemon.
Why can't we just chill?
Do you want to go to war? Do you want to fight a war right now with me? Is that what you are saying? Are
That's-
you inviting conflict into your life?
Dude, I don't get it. They're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna work really hard so my kids don't stress. And the kids are chilling and they're like, I love fuck.
I mean, that's a wholly separate thing. I'm talking about the people who have that thought of like what happened to masculinity? It's like, should I just punch you in the mouth? Are you just waiting to fight at all hours of the day? What is wrong with you? I don't know, like, it's the way that the image is painted is it sounds like these people are looking to answer an instinct at just every single second of every day.
Yeah, like I just can't fucking help it.
If I see a rabbit, I'm gonna rip its throat out and eat it. And if I see a woman, I'm gonna buck her over the head and steal her. Like,
That's why, like, the fact that there's still discussions happening about, like, what you're gonna let your woman do and, like, shit like that. I'm like, are you guys alright? What's going on?
bitch, you better not be having no little brothers. Ow. That violated my ear canals.
My throat feel a little better.
I don't know. I don't know what I was gonna say.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, there was something I wanted to tell you. It was on the board before your dumbass freaking stepped on it and broke it.
I
Shit.
can get a new one.
Did I ever tell you Ghostface Killer? You remember the Wu-Tang Clan? He made the freaking theme song for Skunk Fu.
Can we perform it?
No, it goes hard, but like it's like, how did this happen? It's a French cartoon about a young skunk who practices kung fu, and it's just like a slice of life kind of monster of the week sort of deal. It's like Hero 108, but less interesting, unfortunately.
Hey, man.
I'm not
For the
upset.
children.
I'm not upset, but how did you end up there? How did you end up there, Ghostface Killer?
Maybe somebody's friend knew a kid, knew a dad, knew a Ghostface Killer.
Hey, yo, man, you got this cartoon about Kung Fu Skunk. Because it's French.
I got you.
And that was Ghostface Killer, ladies and gentlemen. We got him in the booth, but only for one sentence. Everybody, say goodbye to Ghostface Killer. Shut up, Ghostface. Shut up, Ghostface. What's he doing? Recently, he did something. It was during Summer Games Fest. What was it? Are they making a new Wu-Tang Clan game?
Yeah, they are.
What was it? Ghostface Killer's Mumbo Jumbo Picnic?
Yeah, look like the Warriors.
Wait, did it?
I think.
Wait, was it Def Jam? Oh, I thought it was a new Def Jam. Okay, give me my phone. I want to take a look at that.
It's right.
My phone, I actually threw it over there. I'm sorry. You didn't even have to put yourself out for it at all. Shut up, you freaking shit. I would love to exercise. I would absolutely love to exercise, but I can't laugh without coughing.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh man, this various unnamed diseases that we got back to back have been kicking my freaking ass.
I love it. I love outbreaks, and I love that the CDC doesn't notify us of anything.
I'm glad they're dead. They didn't do anything. Hold on. Ghostface Killer game. How would you feel if ODB came back from the grave?
What?
I said, how would you feel if ODB came back from the grave?
I wanted to slap my hand.
You wanted to slap what?
I wanted to slap my hand into your phone and just as the answer.
Oh shit! I forgot RZA.
He's done a bunch of shit.
Yeah,
I see him on like everything.
He did The Man with the Iron Fist, which was I believe a really good Tarantino homage. But now that movie makes a lot more sense now that I remember he's in the Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah. I'm less mad now.
God bless Method Man. I think he did evil things, but so don't bless him.
That was like one of the last movies I saw Russell Crowe in.
I don't know who that is.
He's like, he played the Pope in a movie.
You know what? Okay, real quick. You know what I think is funny is you don't know shit about video games and I don't know shit about life. Hey, buddy, who's the guy who sings in Metallica?
James Hetfield.
I was gonna say George Waterford. Who the hell is George Waterford?
I think you're thinking of George Washington.
No, I was not thinking of George Washington.
Joseph Waterford was from The Handmaid's Tale.
Okay, maybe that was the guy.
Yeah.
George Waterford. What was his name again? James what?
James Hetfield.
Yeah, I said, okay. I'm sorry. I don't know why I laughed.
I have a bunch of useless knowledge on the other end of the spectrum.
Okay, how about we play a game of tennis? I'll give you some useless knowledge, you give me some useless knowledge.
Okay.
Okay, watch this. Platinum before Bayonetta and all that other good shit they made, like Mad World.
Yeah.
They were called Clover Studios. They made God Hand and a bunch of other cool shit.
I think I remember that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Clover games are weird. They're really experimenting with. Anyway, your turn.
Fucking Vigo trained in Lord of the Rings.
The hell's Vigo?
The guy that played Aragorn. He trained with his horse.
Hold on. That guy's name is Vigo?
Yeah.
What's his last name?
Morgenstern. Or some shit. I'm mixing it up with something.
Hold on. So it's got like the air of Morgenstern.
Yeah.
That sounds like an actual fantasy character. That sounds like a guy from Lord of the Rings.
He was the most equipped to be fucking Aragorn of anybody. Like, he went through sword training. He fucking bonded with his horse. He almost drowned. He fucking broke a toe.
That's the worst one.
Well, it was when they lost the hobbits,
No,
and he kicked the helmet.
Let me tell you something about breaking a bone.
It's not nice.
You break a freaking toe?
I almost chopped my toe off with a shovel.
I remember that. I almost did the same thing, actually. You brought a memory back to me.
Were you wearing sandals?
I was wearing nothing.
Oh.
I was naked. Standing on the precipice of eternity.
Oh.
I was gonna do You Shall Not Pass, but I yamped on my toe.
Oh.
And I went, ow! Ow! Because I was 5.
Yeah. That shit hurted. My toes are okay.
Oh, great.
I got them all. Look.
Use them little grippers to make us some extra cash.
Woo!
Did you know that the prequel games on PS2, especially the freaking third one, was awesome? You can win the Obi-Wan fight, and there's like shit afterwards.
That's sick.
Yeah.
What do you get?
I'm not telling you.
Okay.
I'm not telling you because it's too hype. You gotta do it.
Okay.
It's too hype, dude. Because it's like, what would Anakin do if he won that fight? Because the only reason that loss was flashy was because Anakin lost and Obi-Wan had a hard time letting go of him. But what if Anakin won? What would he do? Because he's not gonna freaking.
Would he have fucking went ham? Would he have stabbed that motherfucker excessively?
He's not gonna give Obi-Wan more than a glare. He's not gonna give Obi-Wan's corpse more than a glare.
You don't think he could? No, Kylo. Kylo would have crashed out.
Kylo would have.
Yeah.
But Anakin would not have. The second Anakin got frickin' Obi-Wan's head off, he's leaving. Like, Anakin would not have stuck around.
He might walk away going, ah!
By then he had already given himself
he already succumbed, yeah.
Like, his
he did have full yellow eyes.
Yeah, his last words to Obi-Wan were, "I hate you."
No, not his last.
Well, on Mustafar.
Yes, on Mustafar.
Yes, Anakin's last words, because he became Vader. And
okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
You're not gonna outdork me on this shit.
I used to really like Star Wars.
I used to really hate the prequels, and then a lot of extra stuff got added to it, and I was just like, you know what? That retroactively makes these moments cool. If you just ignore all the George Lucas stuff.
All the way up until when Shelley Duvall died, she was defending, like, Stanley Kubrick. Like, she was like, yeah, it was a big pain in the ass and he was mean to me. But, like, there's no hard feelings. I was like, alright.
And Stanley Kubrick said, I hate that bitch! I hate her! He was hopping up and down in red.
Hated a scream!
Real talk?
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I thought she was mad cute.
You would.
I don't know, I liked her.
Yeah. She was sweet.
She just seemed like a nice lady.
She was a nice lady.
I was like, she wouldn't beat me up. I like her.
They stressed her the fuck out.
I don't know. Oh, the only reason I know Shelley Duvall is because people were really freaking mean to her.
Yeah.
People were also mean to Jennifer Love Hewitt, and I have no freaking clue why, because she was smoking.
Yeah, that was a weird one. I always thought she was the horse girl, but...
No. Also, the freaking horse thing never made sense to me.
That's what I heard, but that's what everyone said.
I know. I made a couple of jokes, but it was always like, I guess she's a horse. You know?
Did she ride a horse in something? Is that what they meant?
I don't know. I think people just hated her. It says she looks like a horse. If you try to name your horse Sarah Jessica Parker in Red Dead Redemption 2, it triggers the profanity.
Are you for real?
Check, yeah.
No way! That's fucking awesome.
So there's your fun fact. You go ahead and hit me with one now.
Oh, fuck. When I had Pokemon Diamond, I fucking... Ow. Tried to breed like a Bidoof and a fucking,
What is it? Is it a personal freaking story?
Tell
me shit about, like, that you know.
James Patterson has a shit ton of ghostwriters working for him. That's why he keeps publishing books, because he doesn't actually write any of them!
Maybe he writes one.
Maybe. That's why I was so offended when they were like, he's gonna finish writing Michael Crichton. I was like, how is he gonna finish writing?
What the hell is he gonna finish writing? My Hero Academia?
The fucking Jurassic Park author?
Oh, okay. Because I heard you go, my hair, and then you stopped, and I was like, whoa. What?
Yeah, they had him finish one called Eruption, and I was like, how are you gonna finish a book when you don't even write your own motherfucking books?
Maybe it's didn't suck.
I don't give a fuck.
Oh. What was I gonna say? Did you know Pokemon Dash was a fully priced DS game back in the day? And it has like 4 levels and 20 minutes of gameplay.
That's balls. Did they stab anybody over it? Because I would have.
No.
Imagine getting that for Christmas and that's all you got.
No. I almost wanted that game. I almost stole it.
Really?
Yeah.
I wanted Trozy.
I was gonna get you that, but I got Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D instead.
I'm glad you got it, because you used it.
Yeah, you would not have played Trozy.
No, I would have gotten fucking pissed. I don't remember why, but apparently, in Interstellar, the daughter's role was supposed to be a boy. It was supposed to be a son. But I don't know what happened.
Oh.
So it's really interesting that it developed into that instead.
Okay. The Twin Towers were supposed to happen in Metal Gear Solid 2, but 9/11 happened, and because 9/11 happened, Kojima felt really ashamed that he changed a lot of the story of Metal Gear Solid 2.
Kojima is now convinced that he is God.
I don't know. He was just right.
He was right about 9/11. He was right about fucking COVID.
I feel like if we heard from more of the Simpsons writers, there would be a similar sentiment there. But the fact that he wrote about like for almost the entirety of his freaking career in the mainstream, Kojima wrote about the U.S. government, and they basically used everything that they did wrong in the Metal Gear world. The real U.S. government basically used it as a freaking playbook.
Yeah. It's okay when you take Metal Gear. Don't put politics in my Metal Gear. Shut the fuck up. Metal Gear and like all of the Call of Duty games, right? And you start like overlapping that with like the X-Files even.
What?
You get a lot of sus stuff.
What the hell are you talking about?
You can put lines all over the room.
Yeah, I know. You could connect anything. That's what numerology is about.
No.
Shut up, you freaking idiot. Shit. Was it so freaking loud?
Oh, it hurts.
No. Sorry, I just had the most frustrating series of really disgusting burps. It was just all foam.
I think it's time to next type on.
Do you have like 10 more minutes in you?
I can try. What do we got?
Why do you always
Why? You fucking ass.
No. Do you have, yes or no, 10 more minutes in you? Do you think you could handle one more conversation?
God, I guess.
Okay, there you go, dipshit. No. Damn it, I keep saying it wrong. I keep wanting to say something that John said, where he goes, dick shit. But I keep saying dipshit instead, and it comes out way more aggressive. Ironically enough, I'm not saying it as aggressively as John said it. This is because that heightens the comedy, you know what I'm saying? Have you noticed that we've kind of gotten worse with, like, our big problems? Like, my stuttering and my slurring, and you're just not...
Just fading out?
Well, like, not being present while you're talking and also speaking incredibly low.
You know what? I don't even fucking kind of...
Huh?
What?
I legit stopped paying attention. I was looking at your teeth and I was just like, what are those made of?
Teeth.
Well, I know, but like, what's in the tooth? It's enamel, and then inside you got like a...
There's like nerves
like
in there.
Apple core.
Yeah.
Hey, how come whenever there's like a character that would floss in a cartoon, they'd always have like a whole fishbone and an apple core in their freaking teeth?
I don't know. It was like for a whale mouth. Yeah, that makes sense.
But it would just... It's like an
like
Ed, Ed, and Eddie
yeah.
or something. It's like, no, it makes me laugh every time, but why is that the joke? Why is there an entire fish skeleton in your mouth?
I used to get scared that farts could be seen.
They can on infrared.
On infrared, that's fine. But, like, I thought, like, fart gas and, like, the chemicals in the pool, like, I was scared.
You know, a lot of farts don't even freaking bubble up. You have to have a big freaking fart for it to actually in the water. Like, you really gotta be ripping cheeks down in that freaking pool if you want to be visible. I've
never had the problem. I don't know. It's always been bubbles.
That is
I'm saying it's always
that is
made
the
bubbles.
biggest lie you've ever. Oh, okay. I was gonna say that is the biggest lie you have ever told, and I have no clue why you're trying to save face on a fart, considering you are the source of 90% of the freaking world's methane.
I got a big, big booty.
Farts so do it be shitting? Not really.
Should be shitting.
But my God, does it frickin' fart?
Should be farted. Should be farting.
You
though.
okay?
Well,
Okay.
What did I do?
Anybody that's still frickin' listening,
What did I do?
listen. Sometimes Kiki likes to sleep back to back, and I'm good with it. You know, she gets a little cold, I'll warm her up. But then she'll just frickin' fart into my ass.
I farted all over your leg the other morning. It was like cold, and I like squircled up to it, and I went to take a breath, and I just. And I felt you move away from me.
Probably because I got farted on, dickhead. What makes you think that you can just... You're like, he's gone. It's like, yeah. If you grab the back of my head and nestle it between your cheeks while I'm sleeping and rip a mean one, then just freaking peel the skin off my freaking skeleton. I'm probably not going to want to stick around that freaking marriage for very long.
You can't leave because of farts.
I don't give a shit. I'll get freaking took by ice. I'll just be like, that guy's brown.
I would rip your face off.
Oh. 50% C, 50% weed. More like frickin' 50% mucus, 50% me.
That's 750%.
You're so right, I'd feel stupid. Is there anything I could do to save myself the embarrassment of having to face that?
You can hop over the moon and drink a Diet Coke.
What? Oh my God! What even was that?
I don't know. I can't do it.
I'm actually for making me think of that shit.
We gotta send that section of the musical. We gotta just send it.
Oh my God. No, I think it's fine to just. That's not even a reference. Stop! No! Don't ruin it. Don't ruin it. The mystery makes it funnier. The fact that I'm treating it like it's a big deal is way funnier than you actually explaining where that comes from. It's not that freaking funny.
It's not. But you got so upset.
No, because you made me think. Because you got me. I have to admit that you got me. You forced me to think.
It's like, why did you say those two things together? Ah! Ew. You look like you stepped in a puddle.
What does a freaking parabolous arc around the moon and Diet Coke has to do with each other?
Quaaludes.
I don't know why I want to say this. I guess I just kind of want to put my thoughts into the ether. I was just playing that new Remedy game that just came out.
Oh my gosh, please.
It's set in the Control universe, and that game is literally nothing.
Okay, so can you walk me through it? Because
It's Left 4 Dead.
that's what it looked like. I didn't want to say anything.
It's just Left 4 Dead, except you have to do objectives. And the higher the difficulty stage level thing, the more objectives you get, rather. And
So what kind of objectives do you have?
destroy a bunch of sticky notes. It's SCP game, so they're like, it's an anomalous thing. You fight sticky note men.
Okay.
They're made of sticky notes. They throw sticky notes at you.
I like
and
that.
they slow your movement and they block your vision.
That's cool.
And then at the end of it, you have to fight this big sticky note Godzilla.
I like that.
Yeah. I mean, it's not very fun, but it's kind of a cool idea.
I like the idea.
You have to light these freaking propane tanks on fire and then throw them into these orbs that are just perpetually just freezing the area around them, and then just kind of wait.
See if they blow up.
No, it just melts them, and that's it. Then you got this different mission. These are all singular missions, by the way. You do each of these like in one mission. And there's another mission where you gotta like destroy pink shit on turbines, and that powers the machine, and then you just go through the level and do that. Yeah, it's not very interesting.
This is boring.
It's not very interesting, which is wild because it's like this is freaking controlled. You could have just made an SCP game. Why did you make this? Is it just to look busy in front of Microsoft?
Look.
I would legit be surprised if this game survives more than a week. I do not hate it. It is just so generic and nothing and unspecial in every way that I do not know what to freaking do with it.
I was gonna say, like, cause you downloaded it, I was like, alright. You were like, this is from the Control people, and I was like, okay, you're like, it's a Control game. I was like, well, I see an office. So I see sticky notes, I see guns. Yeah, I guess.
The thing,
and then I came in here like an hour later, and it was like,
oh, I was still playing it.
It was like, oh, I see you're killing some zombies.
But in like 2 hours, I had done everything that was available in the game. The only other option I had was to like grind for shit. And I understand it's like it's a live service game. It's going to change with time, but like what they released is not freaking fun.
And not for freaking $40.
And not for $40 freaking dollars.
Fuck you. Fuck you charging for live service.
Like,
pick one lane.
Like, I don't know. Every time Remedy puts out a game, it's a banger, except for Quantum Break. So I've heard, but I've never played it. But like, they
What's wrong with Quantum Break?
It was just boring. Apparently, it was just generic.
Okay.
They had a short TV series that like expanded on the story of it.
They had a TV series called Alias that always fucking got advertised on everything.
I have the PS2 game.
I think it's a spy game.
You know what is a spy game and is really good? Psy Girls.
What's that?
It's a Konami game from back in the day. It's really freaking early PS2, so it controls like shit a little bit. But that game is really freaking cool, actually. Like, it's weirdly modern, that game.
I'm gonna give it a shot.
No, it's not bad. It's 2 discs, so I wonder if it's actually like super crazy long, or like if they just didn't know how to work with PS2 discs, or this is from like 2000.
What is the weirdest game that you've encountered on the PS2?
Sorry, what was that? You were talking to the ceiling.
What is the weirdest game that you have encountered on the PS2?
I actually don't know, because the PS2 is full of weird shit.
Yeah, okay.
Like, especially the PS2. The PS2 was like the Wii of the Super Nintendo. You know what I'm saying?
The Wii of the Super Nintendo. What does the Wii of the Super Nintendo mean?
There are 10 good games on this system. Everything else is either weird or shovelware.
Oh. Alright.
Yeah. It's like the PS1's full of weird shit, but it's also like you're gonna be hard pressed to find something on the PS1 that's not a bang.
Well, like the reason Nintendo's been so fucking successful is
Vampire Hunter D. What about the freaking Batman and Robin game? Yeah, that's 2 examples. You ever freaking play Kodelka? You ever freaking play Excalibur 2066 or some shit? That game's actually okay. I don't know, Medieval 2 was a little boring. I don't give a shit. There's a lot of really good games. Suck my balls.
Let's talk about the
Are you falling asleep?
DS. Yes.
Okay. I'll say one more thing about the DS. There's this game on the DS I wanted to play for forever called Solo Torobo Red the Hunter.
What is that?
It's like a furry game. I mean, everything is. It's the furriest game I've ever seen.
Okay.
But it's like this 3D adventure game. Like, how did you do this on the freaking DS? Like, how did you do this on the DS? And I played a game on the PS1 called Tail Concerto. And that word left my mouth really weird. But it's basically the same thing. Solo Torobo the Hunter. I thought that was weird.
That's cool.
It's kind of cool that a game got a second life like that, because that game, the Solo Torobo was very beloved. and while I think the game is incredibly simplistic, I think that it's right to be loved because it's a marvel. It's like that freaking what is it called? It's like Wizard and the Might on the Hill or some shit like that. It's got like a really goofy name, but it's a freaking first-person RPG that's like fully 3D and has like all these like full-ass environments and this like cool mazes and biomes and like progression and it's like a real video game on the DS. And the fact that it's first person and the whole environment is like wholly 3D is like I haven't seen that shit since freaking Metroid Prime. Yeah, on the Hunters. Metroid Prime Hunters.
That's really cool. You're gonna show me these games sometime.
That was the point of the channel. I don't know why you wanna... Why haven't we LP'd in a while? Because we've been sick, I guess, yeah.
Sick.
Once we get better, I wanna do more Jack and Daxter.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've been meaning to.
Because the episodes that we put out are freaking ass. And there's this dude who keeps sharing them and talking about them, and I'm just like, no, stop! Don't push that shit. That shit's so old, we're not even like that anymore.
You say that about every fucking...
I know, but it's like, how come nobody ever freaking wants to push the funny stuff?
Like, maybe we're not as funny as we think we are.
Some of those best devs go on for an hour, though.
They make me laugh, yeah.
1 hour from a game that took maybe 5 to watch. That's the artificial seal of quality. Less than 20% quality. Presented with a smile and 4 finger guns.
Even the phone calls with Snoo have to come with technical difficulties because I always forget to charge my earbuds.
Where did my other freaking earbud go, bro?
I don't fucking know.
I was so responsible with them and shit.
Dude.
Oh, right. Let me hang up so you can go home.
Oh,
You freaking knocked out Dorothy on the game.
big monkey.
I have 2 Beyblades. I keep them on... Or not Beyblades. I have 2 Bakugan monsters. I keep them on my mic neck. They cheer me on when I do voice rolls.
Yeah.
I don't care. Bye.
Bye.